Alright, my friends. Alright, back to the search. What did I say we're gonna finish up with today? I want to make a crap ton of chests in the entrance hall. I'm not sure how I'm gonna get from the nurse's station to the entrance hall unless I can just memorize the path back. Which could be very difficult. Because I can't look at my map or else I'll lose my steps. So what am I doing? Maybe I can make a shorter path back somehow. Not really. I don't even know what I'm doing. Was there something else I was going to do today, chat? Help me remember. I can't remember if there's something else I was going to do today. Because I can't get the dead ends completed anymore. There just weren't enough spaces for it. Maybe getting some tomorrow rooms would be helpful. Oh yeah, room 46. That's right. I wanted to go in there. So I can figure out the sacred time without chat just telling me. Because I'm trying to not just have chat tell me the answers. I don't want that to be the way I play this game, but it feels like that often ends up being what happens. So all I need to do for that is go to the foundation, go open the door, and then I can go up in there and I can figure it out. So maybe I stop drafting and just be done with the day and go do that real fast. So I need to go down here, open the door, and then maybe I can do the experiment after and figure out my path to get back to the entrance after I spawn 1,000 chests. Maybe that's what I can do. Because this, once I go back up, I'll need to go into the antechamber, into room 46, and see what the sacred time is or whatever. Might be to do nursery, then office, then foundation, then entrance when I'm done experimenting. Yeah, that's what I would prefer to do. I'm unsure if I'll have the steps for that. 20 steps. I guess it depends on how close office is to foundation. 3 steps away. I could get to entrance hall and then do dining room to get steps afterwards. That's probably our best bet. That's probably what I'll try to do. All right. So our next stop is room 46, and we see if we can figure out what this whole sacred time thing is. And I'll mark that on the poem, so I'll have that clue available. The other reason why I feel like I wanted to give up on the whole dead end thing today was because we didn't roll. The observatory didn't have Draxus in it, so it felt like it was going to be harder to get the dead ends we needed anyway. Yeah, I have dinner and I have the secret garden snacks right next to the entrance hall, so should be able to do all the spawning, breaking the game stuff, and then hopefully get back there with our steps. How do I get there? To the left. But maybe I can try to do the dead end thing again the next day, tomorrow, whatever that is. I can also spread money. Not that I need it. Oh, there's a freaking key card right on this table. I didn't know that was a thing. Whoops. No, not that. Alright, now we have a key card. Did I ever use this clue? Yeah, the west is not capitalized. And this was the clue for the 0303 thing here. Do I care about getting an extra gem? I don't think I need that for anything I'm doing. Alright, so we go in here. We grab our crown for the lulz. We've opened all the doors. So somewhere, I haven't figured this out yet. I think once I open the final door, I might be able to try to figure that out. That's the ransom note. Alright, there are 2 clocks. So this looks like the sacred time, I think, which would be 1:30. This one's moving. So I think the sacred time must be 1:30. So we got it. Yay. Where does it say sacred time? Sacred hour. Seems weird that the sacred hour is not an actual hour. It's only a half hour. Okay, so now we have that. So now my goal is to break the game with chest in the entrance hall. So I turn on the experiment in the office. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then once I'm done there, I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Outside is like 4 steps to the entrance hall or something. 12, 13. So that should be enough. I just have to remember the path. Without the map. And you know what? I'm just gonna cheese this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna just print this screen. I'm gonna go to like here. I'm not gonna save this. I'm just gonna have this as my reference over off to the side here. That way I have my own map. Okay. So once I turn this experiment on, I need to use my map over here. So that'll be going directly to the nurse's station from the office. All right, remote terminal, laboratory. I need to not accidentally or spasmodically just hit tab because it's what I often do. It's just automatic. I've trained my finger to hit tab every time I need to look where I need to go. So I need to go through the drawing room, through the antechamber, left at the dark room, left at the weight room. All right, here we go. So we go to here, map, and here we go. Breaking the game time. It's saying experiment successful, but it's not saying chest added to the room. Isn't it usually supposed to, at the bottom of the screen, say what happens? You wouldn't have the self-discipline to remember to not hit the map button. Well, I one time did not have the self-discipline and ended my day. I made 100 dirt piles in the conference room, and as I was heading back, I hit the map to try to figure out where I was going, and I hadn't turned off the experiment yet, so I didn't actually get to dig through all the dirt piles. Honestly, it was probably good, because it would have taken forever. But that's what we're doing right now, is I don't know how many chests can fit in the entrance hall, but that's what we're sciencing. I'll probably do this like 100 times, so we can check if 100 chests actually spawn or not. You remember that one? It was funny. It was definitely a mistake that I didn't mean to do. Definitely not on purpose. You have a cheat engine for speeding up games. Do I have maybe a macro tool for repeated keyboard inputs? No. I don't have anything like that. Years of academy training wasted. Yes, totally. Could be useful. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what like bots in MMORPGs do to like AFK farm, is write a program to do keyboard inputs. I don't know how to do that. I'm not a programmer. So I wouldn't even know how to go about doing something like that. I don't really want to automate the playing of my video games that much, so I don't feel too inspired, or what's the word I'm trying to think of, motivated to do something like that. So you could easily write something in auto tit, outit. I don't know what that is. Outit? I've never heard of that word. There are several third-party programs where you hit record, do the sequence you want, then just set it to repeat the sequence X times. They're ready to download programs. You were using one, but you don't remember the name. Google it, it is easy. I don't really want to. Auto it. Oh, okay. I mean, if I ever need to do this enough, like if I ever want to do this for the allowance and I want to get like 500 allowance while I AFK or something, maybe I'll do that, but it's fine. It's fine. I don't think my hands, my arthritic hands, will get in too bad shape from doing this. Workspace macro was the one used way back when. Are you sure they're free? Because people say things like, oh, there's free text-to-speech. Just go to a certain web page and do it. And I looked for them, and I found one, and they're all limited. So I don't know that I believe you all that these are all just free and easily downloadable. Maybe it's free and downloadable for like 5 minutes. If it's anything like the text-to-speech thing when I was looking for it. How many are we at? We're at 74. It's free with ads for 10 minutes. Yeah, that's what I would expect it to be. There are open source ones. Text-to-speech libraries are all over the place. Yeah, and I couldn't find one that was free. I found one that was free for about an hour or 100 messages, and then it was no longer free. And I searched for other ones, and they were all subscribe to use this text-to-speech. So it's easy to say there's open source ones. Windows has it built in. Yeah, but is it any good? And I'm not going to take the time to look at it. People will give me links all the time. It's like, yeah, just use this. And then they don't actually look at what it is. Can you log into that, use it right now, and see if it's any use? If it's any good at all, then maybe I'll believe you that it's useful. I don't believe anymore when people say they're just free to use things that you can use right here. Because usually they're either crappy, they're not actually free, or there's something else wrong with it. You can't try it because you're not on Windows. Then I can't believe you that it's free and built in and works well. So I actually don't need to use text-to-speech right now anyway. The reason I used text-to-speech was when I was sick and I was trying to conserve my voice. I don't care to even look and try anymore, so. The link is from Microsoft. Jeez. We all know how much Microsoft Windows sucks. Why would I trust that their text-to-speech is any good? I've lost multiple I've had to reinstall Windows multiple times because their stupid Windows updater sucks. So I'm not going to trust that their text-to-speech is just good. I'm just not going to trust it. Damn it, I just walked through there and used an extra thing. Okay. I don't trust that Windows stuff is good. I also don't trust that it's free with my experience with Windows, so. Terminal access, view terminal, go to laboratory. Not gonna lie, I hate viewer activated text-to-speach stuff because you just get some clown spamming 5 minutes to to make it sound dumb. Well, the text-to-speech I used was one where I was typing so that I could have a voice talk on chat, not ones that chat uses. And that's what I was using it for. I was using it so I didn't have to talk, but I could still type things out. That's what I used it for. That link is specific to a few of the Microsoft products like Word, not just a generic anywhere tool. Okay. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to go, I can now use my map. I wonder if I just need to go back to Nurse's Station to start over again. I hope I have enough steps to make this. If not, it'll be just like the time I failed digging in the whatever room. It's fine. If anything Microsoft gives is free, it's because it actually sells your data like a whore. Yeah. You're referring to that time you did because of the condition in my neck. Yes, I'm referring to the time when my voice was sore and I was trying to conserve it. And I was typing things out using text-to-speech. That's what I was using. Like how Ko uses it to read out a message he wants everyone to see. Yeah, that's how I used it the one time I used it. And the text-to-speech thing I found was great. And it was free for 100 messages. And then I had to subscribe. And that's what I assume every text-to-speech thing is like. Or I assume it's a Microsoft thing where if you use it, it's nonstop pop-up ads or subscribe to use this or download our thing to make it work. Holy crap, it worked. Holy crap, are there 100 chests in here? All right, let me go get my steps first thing. I don't know if that looks like 100, but that's a lot of chests. The one used was a Python library. You're writing a tool to summarize meetings. You need to convert audio into transcript to feed an LLM, but that's a very different use case. Okay. And then I'm gonna go into here to get all my food. I feel like Flurchin took personal offense to me saying the Microsoft link he put. I don't trust it. It's not that I don't trust you, Flurchin. I don't trust Microsoft to make something that's free, easy use, not full of malware or actually any good. Alright, let's start opening chests. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I count 17. So it looks like about 17s are maxed out. It's definitely not 100. And I did activate it 100 times. You know what I mean? You've been subbed for 60 months. I know. I don't want people to think I'm mad at them or blaming them for something when they're trying to be helpful. I'm just telling you why I don't trust it. I don't need this map up anymore over here. Close that. Don't save it. Robbed. I know. Not even 100. I'm curious if the when you do the dirt thing, if it also it stops at a certain number. I assume it would. Do I care about any of this? We're pretty much done for the day, right? I guess the only thing that would matter is if there's like if I want to try to get, you know what, maybe I want to try to get freezer. I do have some steps. I could freeze my items for tomorrow. That could potentially be useful. Or I could get the moon pendant potentially. So that might be what I do. I maybe try to roll for some tomorrow rooms with a little bit of drafting I have left on the day. think I got everything. So, can I draft from vestibule? How can I get there? Probably quicker from the foundation, honestly. Okay, that's the last thing we'll do. We'll see if I could draft some tomorrow rooms. Microsoft tends to end users like slaves to their cabal. What? You finally got your 76-year-old dad off of Microsoft. Windows 11 was the final straw for him, huh? I feel like my main issue with getting off of Windows is that as a streamer, I use Steam for all my games. And I think you can use Steam with things like Python and the other operating systems, but I've heard it's not often super user-friendly to make it happen. Like text-to-speech is an accessibility feature, and it is. You went searching and Windows built-in TTS is called Narrator. Universal consensus is, it sucks. Yeah, that's what I assumed. I assumed it sucked. Because some of the ones that I found online that were free were really bad. So, the one I found that was really good and free for like 100 messages, so. Steam works fine on Linux, huh? A lot of games work on Linux, but not as many as Windows. Steam Deck is Linux. Okay. Well, there's some extra steps for tomorrow. That's nice. So what I want to do, tomorrow room here. I feel like there's something from throne room. No, that was just to open the door, which I already did. Let's see if we can hit. What would be the best tomorrow room if I want to try to do dead end thing? Freezer, probably. Probably freezer. Oh, treasure map. I forgot about this. Nice. Some games do require the Proton thing, whatever it's called, so they don't have a specific Linux version. Me and my kids' PCs are all still on Windows 10. Really don't want to upgrade to 11. Probably want and hardware with Linux. What? Okay. No. Well, if I do get freezer, we're gonna have so much money for tomorrow. There is a tomorrow room for gems. I'd rather have freezer, because we'd have even more gems. Could coat check, but no. We're not ready for the cursed effigy thing yet, are we? Are we ready for... I need to look at something here. I don't know that I want to spend stars just looking for a tomorrow room. Any room here that if I log out in a certain room, something happens the next day. I could look that up. You like Windows 11. I would very much prefer not to change my Windows again, because every time that happens, I have to relearn everything, and it sucks. Which of the bedrooms gives me extra steps the next day? Bunk room. Next morning, I went to the family tomb and was surprised to find a flower already laid. Okay, nothing useful there. Guest bedroom, nothing special. Her ladyship, I didn't draft today, did I? No. Master bedroom I know is the best, but I didn't get that. Servants' quarters. Half the steps. So I don't think there's a room I want to just log out in. I'm not sure. Maybe boudoir. You bought a custom PC and it came with Windows 11. Okay. All right, what am I trying to do, man? I don't even know what I'm trying to do. Dead end room again. I try to do. I didn't go in the tomb after drafting a bunch of dead ends. I think it would have just been the gold. So I feel like I don't actually have to do the tombs. Corporate hunting lodge. You know when Microsoft is dropping support for Windows 10 this fall, but you don't know what that means? Yeah, I don't know what that means either. I hope it just means I won't have to do any stupid forced Windows 10 updates anymore, and it'll just work. That's what I hope it means, but who knows. Okay, so... admin key. I should have done that yesterday. Okay, let's look at this... This. What does this mean? CIX, add 6, Tor lore et. Tor and lore, I think, are erogen words. Lore is word. Tor is nothing that I can see. So, am I supposed to be able to do something with this? You bet Chant can't wait for tomorrow. Well, I'm not playing Monster Train tomorrow that you're talking about. I'm playing that on Thursday, Friday. Dropping support means no updates, no help officially online. In real terms, it won't matter for a while. You shouldn't feel threatened to upgrade to 11. Good. Dropping support is a good thing anyway. Okay. You meant day 69. Oh, okay. CIX, add 6 Tor lore et. Tor means word, right? Lore means word. Add 6 something word et. I don't know, chat. Anybody got any hints for what I'm supposed to do with this? Am I supposed to be able to do anything with this right now? Or is this something for the future? Is it wrong? Do I have the geography poster screenshots? Yes, I do. It's classroom. Blueprints, classroom. Which one? There's 2. That one's the planets. I know there's one with numbers on the bottom right that I have zoomed in on. So what's the other one? This one? Something to do with this down here, which my head is in front of. You don't know what level of hint you want. You can tell you what room to find out what Tor means. Do I not know what Tor means? I only know what lore means. Alright, tell me what room to find out what Tor means, because I don't know what that means. And I'm going to open this. I'm going to go see if we figured out the clue for the admin key. Because if it's not LEEB, then I don't know what else. But I'm going to try that first, I guess. I was looking at it, one of the maps. One of the maps tells me what lore means, or Tor. Oh. Wait. Seja, what does that mean? Is that like east and south, I wonder? I just sigh. Look at the other one. Orsai. Insai. Insay. Edgesay. Is eclipse. In eclipse. Oh, well, I didn't notice those before. Edgesay. Further nuance. Am I blind? The devoted moon, the something moon. Isle of Orsay. Isles of Orsay. This eclipse in eclipse. I feel like I don't understand what that's telling me. The very top. Et sphere. Third era. Or sphere. Third era. Something else I'm not seeing? I'm supposed to see the word for what? For Tor? Well, there's Et, I guess. What does that mean? World? Does Et mean world sphere? Or is Et an or like north and south or something? Have I taken the final exam? Yes, and I had chat help me because I'm terrible at languages, man. ROT, there's an ROT there. Might not say rot, but spelling backwards is in erogate is opposite. It might say rot, but spelling backwards in erogen is opposite. What the hell does that sentence even mean? What? I don't know what that means. L-E-N-E-L. When did I learn that you could spell things backwards? Oh my god, I never realized that that's what this was telling me. I never realized that that was what this was telling me. L is me, L-E is not me. Nev is new, Ven is old. I never realized that. When paired with a verb, can mean I will or I won't. A-J-J-A. I freaking never knew this. It didn't ever tell me this, did it? I was just supposed to figure this out, huh? I never realized this. That these are opposites. Well, another reason why I feel effing stupid in this game. It's like, I guess I was supposed to just notice that crap. I don't know how I just didn't. Too dumb for this game or something. Does this work? L-E-E-B. Why does that work? Who is Lee B? And why is it a new clue? I don't know. Let's see what we can learn here. 1 month is the longest, okay. Last several puzzles are brutal as hell. Socath, his eyes uncovered, TNG reference, okay. Okay, this isn't giving me anything new yet. The suspect is a minor. Major equals small name. Libby is 16. Yeah, I know. But how are we supposed to know? I know it said the suspect is a key. Is that your only clue? That the suspect in the new clue is an administrator key? Because that seems very thin. The suspect is a period key. Yeah, that's my only clue. Okay, so that's a little obtuse clue. Gotcha. Okay. All these freaking obtuse clues. I think data files. Okay. So the only thing I think I can learn new has got to be admin logs. Because there were things blocked for us last time. This is supposed to allow me to look at the security cameras. Security tapes. Security terminal. Oh, here, this was new. 3 new admin keys have been added to the network's user database. Lee B, Pravsi, and Hon Yu. Okay. I'm printing this. Admin keys new. I'm gonna keep this because I probably need to log in with these other admin keys, maybe. She's selling millions of copies of the book. She's got to hide this stuff. I mean, it doesn't make sense to me. I know it's in the world of the video game, and the reason is because video games. It doesn't make sense to me that the clues for very specific server admin keys are in children's books that have been distributed into the world. And like so many of the clues you get in this game don't make logical sense where they are. Like, I know we're in a video game world and it's all self-referential. But my logical brain is like, why would a woman write a children's book that the whole purpose of the book is for a person to figure out puzzles at the house she used to live in? Like, it doesn't make logical sense to me. Knowing what clue goes with which puzzle is a huge puzzle itself, yeah. Lee, we're planning on something later this year and need to make sure communication is not being archived. Are there additional steps we can take to ensure privacy? Already taken care of. We are now bypassing message archiving. Randolph shouldn't notice anything out of the ordinary. Good. No one else on the estate knows we're here. Other than Mary, of course, who saw Lee on Tuesday, but Han Yu has a plan to take care of her. Whoa. If it must be done, it must be done. Just see to it that the body is not discovered. The last thing we need is for the Red Guard to be snooping around here. Oh my god, they're talking about murdering my mom. She won't be found, rest assured. Let's disperse for now. I'll meet you all at the safe house in Reddington 4 days. Once the inquiry is over, we'll proceed with our plans for the museum. Resuming operations. Welcome back, Lee. I've been camping out of the old schoolhouse for the past month waiting for your return. It's spacious, quiet, and should prove to be an effective base of operations outside the purview of the staff and the Baron. We should have an opening on the first day of September. Can we be ready by then? I don't see why not. Negotiations for transportation are in the final stages. If all goes well, we'll have air passage to Nuance secured for that date. I already knew about air travel in Nuance. I think Moore is planning a scheduled maintenance soon. We should likely wrap things up here. I'd say it's time to scrub these logs. They might fall under some scrutiny in the near future. Frosty, Honyu, and Lee be delisted and deleted from user database. Okay. Archive access. Full access plus access to archive admin logs a deleted database. I think that means that's what I have now. I have archive access. Wasn't there something about... Wasn't there something about security tapes I was supposed to do? Let's try the other two things we learned about. Libby, Prov C. Admin not found. Hon Yu. Admin not found. But Lee B is still in here? So Lee B, Prov C, and Han Yu maybe killed our mom? Or said something about her body not being found? I thought this was going to give me access to something else. Did I miss anything here? So this started in 1987. 3 new admin keys have been added. Admin long view access restricted to the following admin keys. Lee B, Prof C, and Han Yu. So this all happened... regular maintenance report. Fix a connection error that was occurring between the office and security terminal. We have added electronic mail capacity to each terminal. Where did I see the thing about security tapes? So he did maintenance. Like 6 months later, these people got keys to get into this Blackbridge terminal. I don't know who this Lee B and Prov C are. Nobody knows we're here except Mary. She saw Lee, and Hanyu has a plan to take care of her. Man, I don't... Okay. I'm not sure what else to do with this. I thought we needed something with security. I guess maybe it was just the archive stuff. Okay, I don't know what that tells me other than lore about those people know what happened to Mary, who is our mom. Okay, what am I doing? My brain is so fried, man. Am I gonna try to do dead end thing again, or I'm gonna try to do the sacred time? I know what the sacred time is. In Aries court, where the king now lays on the sacred hour that time-worn phrase, will a youth approach with empty arms, with gifts nor gold, without gifts nor gold nor mannered charms. And in sky above a brilliant sign, a sullen cross as 5 stars align. Patient figure a reckoning great, the black key is lying with the last king of 8. So... I think I have to take a day where I don't pick up my allowance. I have no items. I wait till this time. I don't know what gifts or mannered charms means. Am I allowed to have keys and gems? Because I feel like it needs to be a day when a certain constellation is in the sky. I also think it might be a day where I need to have access to treasure room over here. Man, I don't even know. I can't have gems, keys, or items. And you need a specific constellation. Oh my gosh. No gold. Well, the gold thing I don't think is going to be too hard, because I think I could just throw all of my gold into... That's probably why another reason why you can make a wish in the thing. Can't have gems, keys, or items. Man, that sounds really hard. Unless I, like, go to day 1, but then I don't have access to all the... Alright, that sounds like a final thing I have to do, because that sounds really difficult. I don't know how to empty out... Unless I draft a room using exactly all of my gems. Guess I could gamble away my money. Alright, I don't think I want to do that yet. That sounds effing difficult. I'm going to try to do dead end draft is what I'm going to try to do. You only start with 2 gems. That's all you have to get rid of, huh? You have to spend gems, which isn't too bad because you use 1 to draft the conservatory. Okay. And just don't pick up your allowance. This game, it seems you can carry a lot of stuff with you without any penalties related with the weight. True. So I guess... Alright, so is all I have to do... Start a day where I don't pick up my allowance, spend my gems to get observatory and something else to get rid of my gems, don't pick up any items. The previous day I would have needed to have the blessing of the monk and camped out in treasure trove, so I'll have access to the chest. Because I think doing all this will give me the key to open that chest. You can do it piecemeal. I don't have to do it all on the same day. Okay. I'm going to draft like commissary, then observatory without checking allowance. Why do you want commissary? Commissary. Why do you want that? Just spend your money, or... Man, there's so many steps. My brain is getting fried trying to think of all the stuff would be supposed to do here. To spend a gem. You can spend gems in commissary? Oh, you mean just drafting a room that cost a gem is what you're talking about. I thought you meant drafted to buy something. Okay. So it sounds like maybe I don't have to do it all in a day. Like if I solve that puzzle, it'll be solved for... I'll be able to go down and get the key, maybe like the tomb where the key's always there or something. Okay. Well, I guess the other question is going to be, how will I know that the observatory will have what I want in it? I guess I won't. I guess I'll have to... Maybe I have to try it multiple days in a row to try to get the observatory that I need. Speaking of observatory that I need. Okay. Like, this one doesn't have it. And it doesn't have the dead end one either. So I hopefully get another observatory that will have the dead end in it. Which means if I have the option for Chamber of Mirrors, I should probably take it so I can get another observatory. That's a dead end and lets me go. Okay, we'll do that one. Green thumb. If I could get... courtyard or the other one. This one's not bad. Looking for cloister or courtyard. Do I have hammer yet? I do have hammer actually. Okay. I don't have shovel yet though, do I? I don't have shovel. Finding a day with the right constellation is probably the most annoying part of it. That and waiting for the sacred time when there's not even a clock nearby. Yeah. I remember having to do the time waiting thing for the shelter, and that was really annoying. Alright, so I don't suppose I have access to the security keys now that I have that admin key, do I? Is there a way to... Let me do the keycard system first. Is there a way to log into Blackbridge from here and use the admin key? No, I can't do that. Okay. Do I want to get a laboratory thing? I guess I should. Did I put my dead ends as rare? Maybe a Solarium would help. Some of them are rare. Some of the dead ends I have put as rare, you're right. So if I see Solarium, I should take it because it's both a dead end and adds rarity. Good call. Okay, do I even want any of this? Maybe the chest. And we're just gonna do this. I don't want to worry about adding 17 chests or whatever it is. Start experiment, then we pause experiment. Oh wait, no, I don't need to pause this one. Don't pause it. Yeah, okay. So now we're going for dead ends. 20 dead ends. Have I hit any? I've hit 1, 2 so far. 2. So Solarium would be great. Do I want to do redraws to try to force this? I don't think so. I probably should just keep requesting new clue over and over again in case I need that again. Did we see Texas in the scope? No, we didn't. So that would be another thing we could do. If I do this, I can't use any more gems for the rest of the run. Unless I could thaw. I don't have a way to thaw this, do I? Damn, it is a dead end, though. Okay, there's a good dead end. Also laundry room if I wanted to swap, like, money with something. Like gems or keys. Go ahead and do that. Okay, so there's... I'm gonna try to keep track. 1, 2, 3 dead ends so far. Okay. 4 dead ends. Let's see if there's a useful major key here we can get. Special key, what do we get? Yeah, we see observatory. I need to check observatory. Prism key, okay. Let's get plenty of keys. We shouldn't have any issue with keys now. Getting a key card or utility room would be good because we can come to the foundation and draft from there. So we're at about 4 here. That'll be a dead end. This could get me more dead ends though. Because I could draft a dead end off of every side of this. I'm gonna go commissary. I feel like I might need to buy some things here. You don't have key card for sale, do you? No. Gems. And this one needs key card that I don't have. Okay. That doesn't work here, does it? No. Alright, this does count as a dead end, and I can still use it, though, so that's good. Potentially, I can still use it. That one's almost as good as Secret Passage for a dead end, I would say. Alright, Observatory again. Let's get in Chamber of Mirrors, and potentially gives us Draxus. Then lose 3 steps. Oh. Crap, I just lost 3 steps. Alright, none of these are the cross that I think I'm looking for as well. Man, no Draxus this day either. Only 3 steps is not too big of a deal, though, at least. Which direction do I want to go? See if we can get a dead end. I don't think any chests have spawned in there yet. Dead end here would be good. Beautiful. This unlocks our keycard room. Turn gymnasium light off. Very good. Remember on cross day not to activate other constellations or I'll get items. Okay, good reminder. I don't know if that'll be useful right now because I don't know if I'll remember that for now, but okay, so I can draft from the foundation. So if I do a dead end now, I can get double dead end from this. So let's do that. Yeah, double is good. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 I'm up to, I believe. So I need 12 more dead ends. Man, this seems difficult. Shame there's no counter in game. Yeah, that would be nice. I might draft boiler room and come back here, so I'll hold off on that because if I get extra steps, that would be nice. Let's see here. Come on, dead end. Planetarium's dead end. This is items. What if I could get the telescope here? No, unfortunate. I think that's 9 dead ends, I think. Do I care about getting into the antechamber? Not, I don't think so, but I guess I'll do that. Alright, that'll be 10 dead ends. I'll open this just because. 10. So we're halfway to the 12 dead ends we need. That would get me one, but to lock off this. I'm hoping to get like dead end, and then dead end up here. That could give me a couple more. Okay, yeah, chapel could get me them. Okay, good. Alright, want a dead end here. That's 11, I think. Beautiful. That can get me 2 more. That's 12, I believe. Are there any dead-end hallways? Secret passage, but I don't know. I've already done one. Did I ever add a second secret passage? I actually think I did. Well, damn, these are the ones that are coming up, so, okay. I have mirrors, you're right. That rolled the same thing 3 times, I think, which is pretty unlucky. Alright, there's a dead end, that's good. I think we're up to like 13 or so. Not gonna waste a step to walk in. Oh, this gives me 10 steps to walk in here, right? Yeah, nice. Okay. Okay, this is, I think, our best dead-end thing so far. Now I need... I think I'm gonna go to Foundation. I'm gonna go back around the outside, around the outside. Yeah, because the only other place we can draft from is there. Let's go around. 13. We're supposed to go for... We're supposed to hit 20. I'm doing this without tombs, so... This is just to get a trophy, is that right? I think this is just for a trophy. I don't think I get anything else but a trophy for this, but... Still something to do. Yeah, it's going well for no Draxus, yeah. So I think I need 7 more. What happens if I stand underneath this? Do I get crushed? Let's not test that. Let's not get ourselves deaded on our dead end day. Enough trophies we could buy the blue tents in the gift shop. Yeah, that's true. That is, I was like, there is a reason to get trophies, and I couldn't remember what it is. It unlocks blue tents. Okay. This one we hope for a dead end. Attic is beautiful. I have 40 gems. Holy crap. Such a hoarder. Even if I don't need the items, we gotta grab all the items. Oh, secret garden key. A little late for you. That's okay. Treasure map, huh? Alright. Maybe I'll go back for that. I don't know if I need to do the treasure maps anymore, because they all just seem to be giving me whatchamacallits, like gems and stuff. Can I even hit what I need? Because it's a big long line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I don't think I can do the rest unless I can get one that counts for double. Maybe if I got another bunk room, I could do it. That might be the only way I could do it, is if I get another bunk room to get 2. Sawyer James, Yo-Yo Rand, you just started playing FTL a few days ago. My videos helped a lot. You're still trying to beat it on easy. Well, grats. Oh, I need to be able to go up. Well, welcome, and welcome to the FTL life. I guess maybe if I got antechamber right side open, I could get dead end, I could get 2 more dead ends. Have I opened the right side yet? Can't remember how to open the right side. Is that the... We opened throne room. Double up the secret passage. I would like to. We're gonna have to use a lot of star rerolling, it feels like, if I'm gonna hit this. Okay, that's good. Keep it going. Yeah, I need a... It's looking a little difficult. I need this to be a dead end. Okay, vault is dead end. Oh, we could do secret garden on this side. That's right. Could do. I forget that you can do secret garden on both sides. Would that help? It would let us open the right side, so I could go from that direction if I need to. It feels like I'm gonna need bunk beds for this to work. So I can only get one more dead end on this side, unless secret passage we hit. Okay, some of my secret, my dead ends I think are on rare. So basically need to hit secret passage here, secret garden, which we will hit, I think, if this is locked. It requires a key. Damn it. So this we won't be able to open the right side now. You think if you get into room 46 that helps too? How does it help? What is getting into room 46 do? Does it count as a dead end? Which is the room that opens the right side antechamber? Other than secret garden. Oh, we hit the 2 bedrooms. Okay. This might do it. We hit bunk room again. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. That should be 21, right? Is that not 21? Will it not tell me if I did it? I feel like I should have broken the record. Well, we can get into room 46 from this side. I'm pretty sure we opened the left side, didn't we? I thought we did. Now I'm not sure. Okay. We get to check the mailroom the next day. It's weird that it wouldn't tell you. That would be too easy. Yeah, sure. Alright, well, I think I did it. Is my counting right, chat? Let me count it again. Bunk rooms are 2. Outer room is 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, if Chamber of Mirrors counts as 1, which it says it does. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. How did I count 21 earlier? Crap, did I miss one? Now I'm unsure. Crap, I feel like I might be missing one. Did I open the left door? I think I maybe only opened the top door with throne room. Oh, I think we missed it by 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I think we missed it by 1. Room 46 does count. Problem is I didn't open either of the side doors. Did I? I guess I'll go check, but I'm pretty sure I missed it by one. Can we negotiate around the mirror room? No. I don't think so. I don't think so. I guess I can go try, but I'm pretty sure the answer to that is no. Damn, man, if I miss it by one, that would really suck. I didn't eat my food yet either. And we do have one chest from our experiment here. There's our dining room. Right here. Okay. I've only been able to hit 3 switches. That switch we hit opened this side. This switch opened that side. I can't. I was pretty sure this is what was going to happen. Do we draft greenhouse? That probably counts since they made the extra hole. Greenhouse? No, we didn't draft greenhouse. I think we missed it by one. I'm gonna go up here to see if I can get into antechamber to open that door, but I think even though I opened the top antechamber, I don't think I opened the side. I don't think I had a room to open the side, man. Oh, this sucks. So close, man. Did I pull the room 46 door? Yeah, I pulled the lever in throne room, if that's what you're asking. I mean, I wasn't counting aquarium. Aquarium counts as all rooms, right? But I don't know if that means a dead end, though. Black print, blueprint, upgrade, no. Counts as everything except a dead end, honestly. Yeah. I think so close so far. Is there anything I'm missing, chat? I don't think I'm missing anything. I don't think there's any other way to draft a room. Only way is to find out in the mail room tomorrow. Well, I think I can find out now by just counting again. I guess I can go get my treasure map. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is West Wing Hall. We'll go do that and we'll call it a day. Let me check nuance stamp while we're here. Because that's all we're missing for... That's our last... whatchamacallit. Green and flight. I don't feel like I'm seeing anything for weather unless it's like this one where it's normal weather. And I don't feel like I have any clue about what kind of society. If 46 counted even though you didn't go in there, would that be 20? I don't know. I didn't go in the room and I didn't open the door, so I don't know if it's going to count. So I actually have no clue. What was I going to do? I was going to go somewhere. Where was I going to go? I was going to do something. Chat. My brain doesn't work. What was I gonna do? God damn it, this game is so hard. I can never remember what I was gonna do. What helps blimps fly magic? God damn it. What was I gonna do? Treasure map. It's in the West Wing Hall. So you have to specifically draft 20 dead ends and you don't draft 46. Yeah, I don't know. It would seem weird to me if room 46 is a dead end because you don't draft it like Goat Prince says, but I don't know. It's a video game and they have all sorts of rules that I don't understand or puzzles I don't get, so. This way. This is the last thing we'll do, and I guess we'll check the mail room at some point to see if we did it. I think we're one room off. That's what I think. I think we're one room off, which sucks. Unless something is counting as a dead end like room 46 or something else. What would help blimps fly? I don't know. Wind? Are you trying to tell me that's the clue that it's windy? The internet seems conflicted on whether 46 is dead end or not. You're not really even sure anymore. Okay, so we don't even know. So you think just because it's blimp that it's windy? I don't know. Well, that seems like a guess, but we still don't have anything that would give us a clue as to what kind of society it is unless it's warfare because of the stupid history books that they helped in a fight. So let's call it a day. Stack your draft with 5 dupes of Secret Passage or something. Well, we almost had it, and we didn't even have Draxus. But yeah, it probably would help a lot if you just had a crap ton of Secret Passages, because then it's a dead end that doesn't actually block you off. Nuance is the last one. Have we had any military ones? Yeah, the very first one, I think, is military, or the second one, Aries, I think, is military. Right, let me see. Pretty sure Aries is military. Or Aries. One or both of those, I think, are. Do I want to try to do the thing where I don't pick up any items? What do I have to do for that? Wait till 1:30. Get observatory. Okay, I guess we can just check if we have observatory with what we need. And not pick up any items. Southern Cross in the sky, yeah. That'll use the other gem. You know, let's just do this to see if it's in there. I do not see any trophies, so I'm pretty sure we were one short. Sag, as the kids say. I can't pick up that. It's so hard to not pick up any items. Well, where's my observatory at? Can't take money that I don't have, lol. It's crazy, I can't find observatory. Bam, okay. Come on, what is it? Southern Cross in the sky, come on. Hey! I think this is it. Southern Cross in the sky. And that's all we need. Now we just go out and wait. Patient figure. I think we just go out there and wait until 1:30. I think. I have no gems. I have no keys. I have no money. The penitent man shall pass. Now cat videos for 40 minutes. Yeah. Don't accidentally pick up an item. That's what I would probably do to screw this up. I could watch the clock from the fountain. Okay, good call, good call. Pet the puppy. Don't pick my allowance. Alright, I guess we're gonna GG story time while we wait. 1:30 I gotta wait for? Holy crap. Is that right? Oh, that's so dumb. 1 hour in game is 7.5 minutes. And it's currently 8:30. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. 5 hours is 30 minutes. We have to sit here for 30 minutes. Okay. Waiting game sucks. Yes, it does. What are we going to do for 30 minutes, chat? I don't even know if I can Alt-Tab if the game will still run or not. Do we want to do make sure I'm in the side room for the time? Okay. Okay, I'll assume 30 minutes from now, which is like, God, 3:15 my time, which will be after my break. Tier list on the rooms, that's what we do, huh? Where am I going? I go down here. Tell me a story about a time I had fun at a cosplay event. Man, I've never gone to cosplay event. I've done Halloween. And the only costume I've ever really made for Halloween was the Jedi costume I've worn on stream multiple times. Tier list rooms could be fun. Alright. I don't know if I know enough about the game to really make the best tier list, but we could. Okay, we go here. Thank goodness this door is still open. I was worried it wasn't going to be. Cloister's best. Alright, so I assume... Oh, these are all closed again. Okay. I assume... In Aries court, where the king now lays, on the sacred hour that time-worn phrase, will a youth approach with empty arms, without gifts nor gold nor manner charms, and in the sky above a brilliant sign, a sullen cross as 5 stars align, a patient figure, a reckoning great, the black key is lying with the king of 8. So I wonder if this guy's gonna come alive or something. Yeah, no items, no keys, no gems, no gold. I should be good. I think I'm good. I guess we're gonna sit and chat then. So I made a costume. I made basically Obi-Wan Kenobi and called myself Obi Rand or Obi Ryan Kenobi. So that was the cosplay event. My ex was dressed as Jem, that cartoon rock star from the 80s. My friend Tim came as, what did he dress up as? Like He-Man or something. My brother came dressed as like a Poindexter with just like a character from the Nerds or something. There's a good one. What was my last meal? What would my last meal be if I got to choose what it would be? Oh man. Ooh. So, man, could I mix a bunch of things? Cause like, I've had filet mignon like once, or was it prime rib? I think it's prime rib. Prime rib with just one thing, prime rib and asparagus. Chicken parmesan with fettuccine alfredo. For appetizer, some really buttery garlic cheese bread with maybe some sort of like, oh, I don't know. What's a good appetizer? Something fried. Like barbecue fries, which is like a lot of the places in Texas will do the same. They'll take French fries, put like barbecue on it, and then just throw like cheese on top of it with barbecue sauce. Calamari is also good. And then for dessert, cookies and cream, ice cream, chocolate chip cookie cake, and some chocolate fudge. So there we go. There's a lot of my favorite things. Probably throw in pizza there too, but I don't know if I'd be able to eat all that. For I watch FTL, your last meal depends on what your death is. You try to set the meal up to make the execution the most interesting and disgusting as possible. If I could own any prop from any movie or TV show, what would it be? I think it would have to be a lightsaber. Like a real working lightsaber would be just too amazing. Who doesn't want to have a real working lightsaber? If not that, maybe, I don't know, something that would let me fly. That would be super cool. Like, do you remember the movie The Rocketeer from the 90s? Like the guy has the rocket on his back and just fly around with the rocket. You know, that'd be pretty cool. What would your superpower be if you could choose a superpower? I'll tell you all mine after you all tell me yours. In the prequels, there's a shot of Anakin carrying Natalie Portman's bags up some stairs. In a world where most things float, is he just stupid? Yes. Did you know that Ewan McGregor's brother was in the British Air Force and his call sign was OB2? I have heard that. That's a pretty awesome story. That made you hungry. You're holding me responsible. That's fine. I'm okay with that. You'd kill yourself inside 10 minutes with a real life working lightsaber, 100%, probably. But it'd still be a great way to go. Or you just lose a limb. Meow ordered a pizza to be delivered to Meow's office desk. Meow needs some mild pepperoni stat. I'm probably for dinner tonight gonna order, there's a place called Marco's Pizza that my brother told me about that's really good. And they have really good calzones with very like thick crust but soft and fluffy crust calzone with really good pepperoni, cheese, all that stuff. So I'll probably get that for dinner tonight. Yeah, you remember Rocketeer, Jennifer Connelly? That was peak Jennifer Connelly. She was probably, what, early 20s or something? She was a babe. She's probably still a babe, honestly. You would kill yourself so quickly with a real lightsaber, that or bore a hole in the center of the earth when you drop it. If you drop a lightsaber straight down, does it fall to the center of the earth? Don't know. You'd have the power over time, like that film Click, be able to pause, fast forward, or rewind time for everyone else. That'd be a cool superpower. Meow's superpower would be time traveling. All right, there's two time superpowers. Just become multi-billionaire real quick. If you had a choice superpower, probably be cloning yourself or something that helps you do more crap. Time manipulation, maybe. Beautiful Mind was peak Jennifer Connelly for you. Okay. She's a little older than that one. But she's one of those actresses who's aged really well. What would my superpower be? I mean, my favorite superhero has always been Spider-Man. But if I really had to choose a superpower, I feel like it'd have to be like either immortality or invulnerability. Like, I'm always healthy all the time forever. Because the older I get, and the more I have like stomach problems or hand pain or my feet hurt because of arthritis, I just wish I could not be feeling bad. So like, is there so like maybe Wolverine's healing power? Is Wolverine like forever young or something like that? Teleportation would be an awesome superpower, that's for sure. Maybe it's a bit simple, but if you have a superpower, it'd be compelling people to be nice to each other. That sounds like something a politician would need. Logan's healing power, yeah. Omnipresence would be interesting, huh? Time manipulation is such a universal thing. You could do anything with it, from making money to learning things to altering fate, huh? Peak physical fitness without having to work out. Yeah, so basically, who's the best superhero that has, like, forever healthy? Would that be Wolverine, or would it be, like... Deadpool kind of has something similar to that, right? Probably other superheroes who've had that. Your superpower would be Everyman, because he has every superpower at the touch of a comic. Simpsons, huh? Regeneration. Is that what Juggernaut has? Is that his superpower? A lobster functionally immortal, but can die during molting. Deadpool and Wolverine have the same superpower. Deadpool's not always healthy, though. He's more like not dying walking cancer. Okay. So definitely Wolverine if we had to choose between the two. Jack from Doctor Who. I've never gotten into Doctor Who, so that one I'm not familiar with. I've watched like 2 episodes of Doctor Who, so I don't know about Jack from Doctor Who. Is Jack the Doctor? The Doctor's always somebody different every season, though, right? So, all right. Well, we've named a lot of superpowers. What's your favorite movie of all time? Favorite movie all time, you have to choose one. Mind reading sounds scary, so invisibility could be cool too. Yeah, that's a good one. Die Hard, best movie, huh? Okay. Pulp Fiction, I've never seen it, but I need to. I have a couple in my mind. I'm trying to think what I would choose as my favorite, though. Mr. Shogun would be Franklin Richards. You just think of worlds I want to create or destroy them as well. Who's Franklin Richards? Is he like Reed Richards' son or something? Waiting for Guffman, Empire Strikes Back, Fifth Element, Back to the Future. Those are good ones. Rocky Horror Picture Show or War Horse. Franklin Richards is Reed Richards' son. He could just create worlds with his mind? I didn't know about him. Favorite movies: Gladiator. You named one of mine. Fifth Element, Leon the Professional. Out of those, you probably would choose Fifth Element. Remember the old stuff you enjoyed watching, like Tremors? If you have a superpower, you need a weakness. What weakness do you pair with Logan's power? Who said you have to have a weakness? I'm not going with a weakness. My weakness is I'm too awesome. No weaknesses. Holy crap, Hercules, a legendary journeys. So Reed Richards' son was an Omega level mutant. How do I not know Franklin Richards? Because I didn't read a lot of Fantastic Four comics, so. Favorite movies are Beverly Hills Ninja, Don't Be a Menace to South Central While Drinking Your Juice in the Hood. I've never seen or heard of that one. All right, so my favorite movies would be Gladiator, The Truman Show, Fifth Element's up there. I don't know if I'd say that's one of my favorites. And then I feel like I have to choose a superhero movie, and I think I have to go with Spider-Man 2. Tobey Maguire and what's her face? Redheaded girl plays Mary Jane. Spider-Man 2 is probably my favorite all-time superhero movie. Braveheart's good, but I don't love it because the torture scene at the end disturbs me. So that's a Wayne's movie, like a Wayne's World movie. Oh, the Scary Movie guys. Oh, like Damon Wayans and all those guys. Oh, okay, I haven't seen those. Shawshank Redemption, that's a good one. Sounds like an interview. My weakness is that I work too hard and care too much. Yeah, I know, right? I don't know why you think we have to have a weakness if we're getting a superpower. Unless that's like a game that people play. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, Master and Commander, Waterboy, Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers. Nice, those are good choices. Shawshank Redemption was always a movie you could watch at any point. It's definitely a good one. The thing is, I like movies that make me feel good. And Shawshank Redemption has a good ending, but there's some low points in them a little bit that I don't super love. And Braveheart ends with a guy getting tortured. So I can't really feel great about the end of Braveheart. But like the last line in Spider-Man 2 when Mary Jane says, "Go get him, Tiger." I still remember being in college, her saying that line, and I was like, yeah! I felt like so, like I am Spider-Man, super super uplifted and stuff. And the end of Gladiator, even though he dies, like the whole he goes to be with his wife again and he walks through the field of corn or wheat or whatever. It's like, just gets me every time. Can't have the highs without the lows. That's true, but there's some movies where the lows don't bug me as much. Master and Commander was supposed to be a series. That would have been amazing. I need to watch that movie. Shogi talks about that being a really good movie. And Truman Show is another one of those where, like, the ending is so good. And I think a lot of it is the music. The music for all these movies that I named as my favorite, the ending music theme is so great. It's like the main character overcomes or has gotten over their hurdle, they're successful, and then you feel uplifted as they go out and do whatever they're going to do. Truman goes out into the real world. Spider-Man accepts his responsibility as a superhero and goes to be the awesome hero he is and all that stuff. Joker is full of lows. Is Joker the movie with Joaquin Phoenix? I never saw that one. Master Commander's so good. Watch it, please. I'll try to watch it at some point. It's kind of like Dune. I need to watch the Dune movies. I haven't watched those yet. Master Commander's way older, though. I think a mark of a good movie is being able to take you through a range of emotions. True. You very much enjoyed the Jackie Chan movies. Nice. All right. We did favorite movies. I think we still have like 15 minutes. What else can we do? All-time favorite video game. I get asked this question a lot, and I have to go by genre because there's too many good video games. The Jackie Chan movies are all lighthearted, funny, and actiony. Yeah, Jackie Chan movies are great, but to me, an all-time great movie has to be one that I would want to watch over and over and takes me through a range of emotions. And if it's just a lighthearted action movie, it'll make me laugh, but I don't know that I'll feel as empowered or uplifted as some of the other movies that are my favorites. We've been introducing a lot of classic alien movies to arcade lately, like Men in Black, E.T., Arrival, Contact, and some others. It's been a fun phase. Oh, those are all great movies, yeah. Contact. Was that the one written by Carl Sagan, starring Jodie Foster? That was an interesting one. That was a really interesting one. Original Final Fantasy VII for you, Fluxor. That's a great one. I put Final Fantasy VI in my top 5. For you, it's Outer Wilds, no contest. Yeah, my brother loves that game. Your favorite game of all time, probably Factorio or RimWorld. At least if we're going by hours played. Heroes of Might and Magic 3. Yeah, I've heard that one named a lot. I own that one and I played it for a bit. I almost wonder if you need the nostalgia or if I need to play it with somebody who knows all the ins and outs of it, because I played it and it was pretty fun, but I didn't love it. You're burnt out on RimWorld though. Mario 64 for you. Should look up how they did the opening shot of Contact. I don't even remember what the opening shot of Contact was. I've only seen that movie like twice. Planetscape Torment or Planescape. Is it Planescape? Not familiar with that one. Heroes of Might and Magic 3 is great. You loved playing it. Hot seat. Play with us. Yeah, maybe I should stream Heroes of Might and Magic 3 at some point. I kind of have my current upcoming games already figured out, so. Horizon Zero Dawn. Okay. Horizon Zero Dawn. I'm not sure if I know that game either. Resident Evil 4 and Spider-Man 2 for PS2. Spider-Man 2? I played that on Xbox. It was so good. The Spider-Man 2 movie and the Spider-Man 2 game are both like best in genre. I'm trying to think of a better like superhero game. I think X-Men Legends was amazing, so that could probably, depending on how much you like strategy games versus, you know, real world games. But that was, Spider-Man 2 was like the first time where you had actual free-form web-slinging, exploring an open world in New York done well. And it was so good. Planescape Torment was an old game in the Baldur's Gate lineage. Okay, Star Sector, huh? When she runs up the stairs, to get her father's medicine. It turns to reflection on the medicine cabinet mirror. Really clever. I don't know what that's referencing, taters. Sims or SimCity 3K? Arkham games are very good, yeah. Arkham City, Arkham Asylum, those are amazing. Spider-Man 2 Web Swing is still so good. Deus Ex series, Final Fantasy 7. Oh, you're talking about Contact, okay. Yeah, I really do need to rewatch Contact. Okay, so my favorite games, I gotta go by genre. So World of Warcraft, best MMO. Favorite old school RPG has got to be Secret of Mana, although Final Fantasy VI is like a close second, but Secret of Mana has always been like my favorite. I have to give honorable mention to FTL because I played it so much, so best like roguelike. And then what else? Is there another game that it's like best? I feel like Subnautica has got to be the best survival game of all time. My first playthrough of Subnautica, even though it was in early access, was like some of the most fun I've ever had in a survival game ever. So, trying to think, is there any other best in genre games? Subnautica is so good, I know, right? That one was very much like Arkham, but in LOTR universe. Oh yeah, what Shadow of Mordor? I've heard that's really good. Vivi is your favorite Final Fantasy character. You have a 9-inch tattoo of him. Who is Vivi? From which game is Vivi from? You played the Shiznit out of Tenchu games. Okay. Subnautica absolutely holds a special place in your heart. That was a serious game, yeah. Vivi is in 9. I never played 9. I think I started 9 and didn't get very far into it. Well, I know what's going to happen when it happens. I think in 10 minutes is when this is happening, so. Vivi is the black mage from Final Fantasy 9. Okay. All right. I will know. Okay. All right. It's time for break, but I don't want to leave this part of the thing hanging, of the video hanging, so just chilling out here. I feel like there's another best in genre game that I'm not thinking of that I spent so much time in. I did survival, MMO, old school RPG. I feel like there's something else I played a crap ton of that I'm not thinking of. Okay, probably action RPG, and I think it's got to go to Diablo 2. I know a lot of people probably say Path of Exile, but I feel like Diablo 2 almost defined the genre, so for me it's probably Diablo 2 for best action RPG, even though I haven't played it as much as probably others. But Myst, if you could erase your memory and replay it, you would do that over and over. Nice. Does anyone else know the Shining Force games on Genesis? Yeah, my friend Tim loved the Shining Force games. Those weren't those old school RPG games or something? Those were good. My brother all-time favorite game is Ogre Battle. Ogre Battle and Ogre Battle 64. He goes back at least once a year to play one or the other every year. He loves that. Best racing game, probably the first Mario Kart. I was never a big racing game player, but if I had to choose one, probably the original Mario Kart, maybe Mario Kart 64 or something. Colony Builders 4X. It's hard to say because so many of my favorite games I feel like are tinged with nostalgia. Like Diablo 2, would I still think it's better than like Path of Exile? I mean, it's when it was made, it was amazing, but now it don't know if it holds up as much because I haven't played it as much. This old school game for you is Super Metroid and or Legend of Zelda. Ah, yeah, the Zelda games. So maybe I'd probably have to give Ocarina of Time honorable mention for best. It's probably my favorite. What do you call that? In-world. It's not a turn-based RPG, just a... I don't know if I'd call it action RPG, because that kind of is what Diablo 2 genre, the top-down isometric. But maybe action RPG is what you describe it. I was always a Street Fighter enjoyer, Gunther. I played Street Fighter 2 a ton as a kid. Best real-world pinball game. Anybody who's ever gotten a pinball. Addams Family Pinball. There was an Addams Family pinball machine at the Mazio's where I grew up in Waco, and I played the crap out of Addams Family Pinball. Maybe 3D platformer for Ocarina of Time. Yeah, maybe that's the best description of it. Yeah. And even though I named World of Warcraft as my favorite MMO of all time, I would also give it an honorable mention to EverQuest, because that was the first MMO I ever got into, and I was super, super addicted to playing the Bard in EverQuest. Playing Bard in EverQuest started my love and addiction of bards in anything. Just loved the Bard and the Bard class in EverQuest. Medieval Madness or Twilight Zone? Oh, are those pinball? I think I might have played the Twilight Zone pinball machine at one point. All right, we talked about games. What else can we talk about? This should be coming up in the next like 5 minutes. So we did favorite movie, favorite games. Oh gosh, what else? Your all-time favorite is Dungeon Keeper. That game is immortal. That was a good game. All right. Favorite song, artist, or music genre? So song or musical artist or music genre. Nietzsche said it right as I said it. We are psychically linked, Nietzsche. I know it. You're a pinball wizard, Aries. All right, I'll let chat go a bit first. I'll name my favorite karaoke song as, because I think I've said this recently, is definitely Billy Joel's My Life. So that's my favorite song to like sing for fun for karaoke. Let's see what chat. Favorite song or artist, or even genre, I guess, but song or artist. Chops Doodle says, Aqua, any song but Barbie Girls. Sadly, that's the only song I know by Aqua, probably. You like rock? Symphonic rock. Symphonic rock. Interesting. Do you have an example of a symphonic rock song or artist for that? It's hard to choose because it depends on your mood. Yeah, it can be hard to choose any one. That's why I choose favorite game in genre when I do the whole favorite video game question. For you, it's either Queen or Muse. Both very good choices. Billy Talent, Diamond on a Landmine. Don't know if I've heard that before. There's no way you could pick just one genre or artist, but you'll say Damian Marley. I'm not familiar with that artist. Delane, I don't know who that is. Meow has many songs playing on a repeat, but S tier song would be Lizard State by King Cruel. Okay. I don't know a lot of these artists or songs. I don't know if that's because a lot of you are in somewhere in Europe area, and there are a lot of artists that we don't hear over in the US. I'm trying to think, who would I go for all-time best artist? I mean, I've probably listened to more Weird Al than any other artist. So if I had to choose an artist, it would probably, strangely enough, I've said probably a lot, probably would be Weird Al. Well, like, favorite all-time song would have to be something like, I mean, I probably have to go classical, something like Puccini's duet called Mi Chiamano Mimi. No, that's the solo. Che gelida manina. No, that's the tenor solo. And then there's a duet after that. I forget what it's called. But it'd probably have to be something classical like that. Or I love... I probably would have to go by genre. There's a Chopin romance that's in The Truman Show. That's like my favorite piano piece ever. Gosh, I think there's a... Smetana's Moldau is an amazing orchestral piece. It's one of my favorite orchestral pieces. Like, I kind of have to go by genre, too. Favorite location you wish you could visit? Oh, for me, that's easy. I've never been to Hawaii, and I've always wanted to go to Hawaii. Recently, for you, it's been Andrew Bird. I met a girl on a dating website, and we went out on a couple dates, and her favorite artist was Andrew Bird. Which is kind of random. Weird Al is amazing. Weird Al is awesome. You're a classical musician. You used to only enjoy classical music. As you've matured, you become less uptight and enjoy other genres now. But you've sung Rodolfo, so I'm speaking your language. You sung Rodolfo? Man, I'm a tenor, but I am not a Puccini tenor, and I've wished I was a Puccini tenor. There's a lot of Puccini tenor arias that are like my favorite things to listen to. That's awesome, Vito. That's really cool. Meow's kinfolk was the rooster in Disney animated film Robin Hood. He won several Grammys. That's awesome. There's a difference in tenors, Gunther. If you talk to classical vocal teachers, there are so many different voice types. There are so many different voice types, and they'll even have a different definition of what each voice type is. There's specifically a tenor voice type that's for singing Wagner, called a Wagnerian tenor, or maybe even other terms for that. There's like a spinto tenor, there's a lyric tenor, there's a dramatic tenor. For sopranos, there's like coloratura, however you say that. Coloratura is how I say it. There's a lyric soprano. For mezzo, you have like a lyric mezzo, a dramatic mezzo, you have a contralto. For basses, you have a lyric baritone, you have dramatic baritone, you have basso profundo. There's like, it seems arbitrary. No. It's describing the quality of their voice. And then there's a lot of teachers that will have probably even smaller descriptions of those things. Basso buffo, yeah, there's all kinds of different stuff like that. You're not really a Puccini tenor, but you did it with a small orchestra and a small venue and only Act 1, so none of the really heavy stuff. Well, Act 1 has some of the best stuff, like Che Gelida Manina, I think that's his tenor solo in the first act. And then Mimi's aria, and then the duet. That's my favorite. But like, if you listen to classical tenors, listen to Luciano Pavarotti, and then listen to Jose Carreras, and then listen to Placido Domingo. They all have different colors to their voices, although they're probably in the same-ish family. But there's a guy named John Vickers who just has this ginormous, beefy sound. And then there's people like Alfredo Kraus, I think is his name. I think he's the one with the really light, high, fluttery tenor. There's very different qualities within each voice type. And if you listen to a lot of them, you'll start to notice differences, and they're given different labels a lot of the time. Who decided these classifications? Who decided? The people at the top of the field, voice teachers and singers and opera directors. It's like when you're in the world of, what do you do? Rowing. There's probably people who come up with different names of rowing techniques, or different body types in the bodybuilding world. There's probably different names for the different body types, you know? Humans love to label things, and singers, teachers, people just in the academic classical vocal world came up with those. For you, classical, you just love Moonlight Sonata. No, that's a great Beethoven piano piece. Just saying that these are all interpretations of a text. Who's to say who is right? Well, you could argue that anything is subjective. But like when somebody's going, I'm casting Rodolfo, knowing what kind of tenor they're looking for can be useful. They probably think, I don't want a dramatic tenor for this role. I want a more lyric tenor for this role. Or a lot of times what it is what kind of voice type can sing it successfully. So like, there are tenor arias in Rossini's Barber of Seville that are very full of melismas. So, that kind of thing. And certain dramatic voices are not as flexible, and if they try to sing that, it'll just sound bad. So you want a flexible Rossini tenor, or lyric tenor, or you might even call that like a Baroque tenor, because that's the era of classical music, Baroque era, before the classical era, where they're singing that kind of stuff all the time. So they'd be the ones who are very good at it. So, yeah. Or it's like being the difference between hip hop dancing or a ballroom dancer. You know, There's a reason that they have these classifications, and I don't necessarily would call one voice type the same thing that another person would call that voice type, but having a general description of those voice types can be good for casting an opera, or for deciding, you know, what kind of voice you're looking for a certain performance or aria or something. Rossini is your jam. If you decided to pursue opera, that's what you'd be doing. Yeah, I'm not the best. My jam is Verdi. I think my voice type works well with like La Traviata and that kind of thing. Maybe Mozart, but mainly probably more kind of dramatic lyric type stuff like Verdi. You don't doubt that there's a reason, you just like to question people's justification for things. Okay. Well, hopefully I gave you enough description of why it's done. All right, I hope we're getting there soon. I thought it should have been done by now. Maybe it was 35 minutes, not 30 minutes, so oh man, waiting around. This might be the most tedious part of this game, other than finding hidden clues that are really obtuse. Just sitting here waiting for something to happen. All right, we did favorite music. Anything else we could talk about while I wait for this to happen? Favorite video game to wait around and do nothing for 30 minutes. Totally this one. Totally this one. I'm killing time well, thank you. All right, how about we've done favorite movie? How about favorite actor or actress? Favorite actor or actress? Who could you watch in any movie and enjoy their performance? If it sounds good, Meow will say that's the cat's ass versus someone who sucks at performing whatever. Then Meow will just thumbs down them like a Caesar. Okay. Always Gary Oldman. Gary Oldman's always fun to watch, agreed. Christian Bale. You like that intensity. How there it is. Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks, pretty amazing. Okay, I don't know what to do with this. I'm gonna take a picture and then pause. So I don't know if I'm supposed to do something with this. Jim Carrey, Ultimate Jackie. Cillian Murphy, Robin Williams, Brad Pitt, Russell Crowe. Okay. I need to interact with it. All right, let's interact with it, see what happens. Northwest, southeast. I don't know how to interact with it. I'm clicking and nothing's happening. Can I move this? Oh, here we go. E, press button, rewind. Did that do anything? Oh, that looks like something on the side there. The castle cipher is the clue to answer this puzzle. How the hell would you even know that? Probably clues I haven't seen. Castle cipher. Okay. Oh no. Okay, I gotta take a break because I have no idea what to do here, and my brain is already fried, so prepare your clues. I'm at GG Cookie Time. At least we did this. 30 minutes of sitting here waiting for something that I don't even know how to interact with is frying my brain, so y'all enjoy talking about favorite actors or something. I'll be back in a bit, and we'll see if we can figure this out. See you in a bit, my friends.